Dear students, we continue our lessons, and maybe today it's one of our last lessons. Today I will send you some files, some video files. Of course, we only begin these online programs, and we use this most simple methods of the communication and to the creation of the really video programs when we couldn't meet one another, when we couldn't plan together the lessons, but as maybe this program will be some introduction for the thinking and for the planning of the different our initiatives. And because the sense of the program of the social ecumenism is to demonstrate that the people lack real understanding of the truth. The people need to see the concrete fruits of the communication, of the prayer, of the praying together, and the ecumenism, and in particular the social part, is a continue to look for the union of for the Christians, because only when we well organized in the teaching, in the social, economical, political life, we can promote really peace, social justice. We can really create some concrete program to develop the country, to create the concrete program to help poor people, because it's a sense of the Christianism to inspire the people and to demonstrate them the concrete fruits of their faith. It was a great mistake to share the spirituality from the economic and social life, and how it was demonstrated in this last time, when we would like to avoid God from our politics, from the economics. We received so-called new God. New God. In the Bible it wrote the money, the interest, the desire of the power, and because what is God? God is sense of our life, and if we don't believe in God, who is common good, who give us, who creates this world, we create the gods for ourselves. And very important to remember this great sense of the great science of the Bible, of the commandments, and to remember that God is love, God loves us, God created us, God is creator, and He would like that that the people on this land understand very well many things. First, the God loves us as His children, and He wants that every human person would be free, would be in harmony with Him, in harmony with other neighbors, with other people, and that they really will understand their great mission to take care of the world. And for this, because when we analyze the history of humanity, in particular in different times, but we can see the same problem of the poverty, problem of the human ambition of the domination, the human ambition not to create something good for the people, but to realize own egoism. And it is not only in the politics, but even in the culture, when people say that we are better than others, when we would like to participate in economic competition, but not thinking of the creation of some products or services of the best quality, but more of the creation of the system, when we don't allow others to participate in the market, to participate in the politics, and we create different so-called laws. When the people when we put many obligations and that the people couldn't do anything. And maybe you ask me, where is the religion? But it is religion. For many people, the consumistic system, for many people, the domination of their political party, for them, their own good well-being is more important than the common good. And we see it in our daily life. And sometimes we must understand that many things depends from our system of the moral values, which are inside every of us. And in this, and we this must help us to understand the real problem of the humanity and even of the human person, that we do the choices which goes outside of these eternal laws, of the commandments, and then we are professional to create the problem for ourselves, not for the resolving of them. And what is our source to understand our mistakes? It's really meditation, or we can call prayer or meditation. Many monks use this term when the people would like to create their dialogue with God. And Christians said that we must pray in the community, and this community is these people of God who really understand their mission in this life. And the practical their activities is for the promotion and the realization of the commandments, promotion and realization of the laws of the human, of the laws of God to people, and it is the question even to create thinking of our social dialogue, to create the platform for the dialogue between the Christians, and to create for them these necessary organizations for the promotion of the peace and justice. Because what is social justice usually? When we would like to know the definition, usually we call it the social justice as creating a society or institution that is based on the principle of equality and solidarity, that understand the values human rights, and that recognize the dignity of every human being. And sometimes maybe sometimes for many people who has other religion vision, for them this principle of religion vision, but maybe not principle, because they don't know usually the understanding what is really religious vision. They are more important than even human rights, because usually people don't understand the commandments. They has many deformation in their system of the moral values, and they lose themselves in it, because when we even in the Christianity in the history was some type of the revolution, and Christ was